Our relationship was perfect until he told me to give him all my savings for crypto trading. I don't know what to do now. I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years now, and things started out really well between us. I'm a single mom with a young daughter, and when he came into our lives, it felt like everything was falling into place. We got along great, we respected each other, and I could see he truly cared about me and my child. Even during the tough times, like during COVID, he stepped up. He took on extra jobs to help support us, and I believed in him even more because of that. He made me feel like I could trust him with our future, and he could take care for me and my kid. But over the past couple of years, things have started to change. It all began when Bitcoin price started getting to the moon. My boyfriend secretly took out a big loan to invest in cryptocurrency. I didn't even know about it at the time. Back then, he had a steady job, so he was able to keep up with the loan payments, and I didn't notice anything was off. Then his company started struggling, and he decided to quit his job. Around the same time, the value of his crypto went up a lot, and that's when I found out what he had done. He told me he had made enough money to pay off the loan, and even had a little extra left over. I was relieved he wasn't in debt anymore, but I also felt uneasy about how he'd kept it from me. Since then, he hasn't shown much interest in finding another regular job. Instead, he spends his days watching the crypto market and chatting in trading groups. He seems so sure this is the way to build wealth, but it's made me question a lot of things. Every time we have time for each other, he just cannot stop talking about this coin and that coin and Elon Musk. I finally sat down with him to talk about it. I told him I was worried about his lack of stable income and asked what he wanted to do with his life. That's when he told me he didn't believe in the 9-to-5 jobs anymore. He said he thinks I can't get ahead financially with a regular job and that he wants to spend his time focusing on investments and other things he enjoys. It wasn't just about crypto for him, it was about breaking away from the traditional way of earning a living. He suggested that I give him all my savings so we could be even richer if he makes one winning Grand Slam home run. I tried to be understanding, but I also told him how I felt. I said I think crypto investments can be great and very profitable if you win, but they are incredibly risky. I reminded him that for every person who strikes it rich, there are many who lose everything. I have seen people go bankrupt because of bad decisions, like shorting Bitcoin at the wrong time. It is like gambling, one wrong move, and you could lose everything. I explained that as a mom, I need stability for me and my daughter. I cannot afford to gamble our future on something that could crash tomorrow. I suggested he find a stable job first to ensure our financial security and then use extra income to invest on the side. But he did not seem to like that idea. He sees things so differently now, and it feels like we are on completely separate paths. He always tells me that he is super confident and one big win is all we need to retire and live a wealthy life for the rest of our lives. But I cannot stop thinking about all the scenarios if things go wrong. The truth is, I've started to think about ending our relationship. It's not that I don't care about him. I do. He's been there for me in ways that matter. But I've been through enough in my life to know that love alone isn't enough to build a future. I've already had my share of failed relationships, and I've learned the hard way how important it is to have security and stability, especially when you're raising a child. Part of me feels guilty for thinking this way. Am I being selfish? I wonder if I'm letting my fear of the unknown push me to make a decision I might regret. But then I remind myself that my first responsibility is to my daughter. I have to make sure she has a safe, secured life, even if it means making tough choices. My boyfriend's dreams of freedom and financial independence sound great when he talks, but the reality is, they come with huge risks that I'm not willing to take. I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. I've tried to imagine a future where we can both compromise, where he can pursue his dreams while also providing some stability. But every time we talk, It feels like we're speaking different languages. He doesn't see any problems with his plan, and I can't stop worrying. So now, I'm stuck in this place of uncertainty. I care about him, and I don't want to hurt him. But I also know I can't ignore what my gut is telling me. Maybe it's selfish, but I need to put my daughter and myself first. I've worked hard to create a stable life for us, and I don't want to jeopardize that for something that feels so uncertain. I haven't made a final decision yet, but I know I need to figure this out soon. The longer I wait, the harder it gets. I keep asking myself if there's a way to make this work, but deep down, I wonder if our differences are just too big to overcome. And if they are, then maybe the best thing I can do is let go, for both of us. Have you ever been in a situation like this? What would you do? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this kind of content and want to hear more real-life stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means so much to me. Thank you.